Officially, we've owned this restaurant, Square One Cafe in Old Town Lewisville, for 5 years now. Started in the culinary industry back, just getting out of college. I was about 6 months from going to medical school and decided I didn't like blood or the hospital aspect of, telling people that they're sick and stuff like that. And at that time, I was working for a buddy's bar and I fell in love with it. And 20 years later, 15 years later, we found our own place. 20 years later, we're here today with a successful restaurant down in Old Town Lewisville. Having the time of our lives doing it and just making people happy.
I think the folks that live around here and eat around here, they want to express their loyalty in a way. So what I like about your plan of coming out with your own signature coffee is that you can get coffee anywhere, but you can only get your signature coffee here.
Right.
And I think people will keep that in mind. I want to go have a good talk, good conversation over a cup of coffee. Square One.
Yeah. And it's the same thing with the burgers and some of the meals that we'll be coming out with, I mean, you're not going to see many of these meals. We're going to have like an IPA fish and chips. We like to keep it traditional, but at the same time, we, quirk it up, make it a little funky, what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and we don't want to be the same thing that you see everywhere. And, a lot of people question, why Lewisville? We just trusted a lot of the people down there, a lot of the wedding vendors that we worked with on caterings, we really trusted them. Chief Kerbo actually was a regular of ours all the time at Parker Square in Flower Mound, and we really trusted him. Some of the business owners and stuff like that. So we decided to give it a shot. So
this is so community oriented. I don't know of another restaurant that is this ingrained into the community.
Yeah.
Has that always been your vision?
That's what that's how we go. You know what I mean? That's how we do things. We like to take care of our neighbors.
Yeah.
And we're not always in the best of situations. They take care of us, and that's what it's about.
That's an amazing success story. What I like is that you followed your passion. Sometimes it's a risk, but you followed your passion and it paid off.
Yeah, it did. And there was struggles. Dad's not always happy when you go through college and then you run a bar and restaurant. Doesn't understand, but now he's very happy. It's a struggle, and it always will be. But if you're passionate about it, that's when you're doing the right thing, and you're not counting the hours, and you love everything you do.
Yeah.
And you go home and you still want to be there. So. Yeah.
And how meaningful could it be if it weren't a struggle to get there?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to overcome stuff to make it more memorable and worthwhile.